Shivali, Shivangi, Sunita, Amit Verma, Balwinder Bhamra from Ireland. Amit, very good evening to all of you. Dear students, I, Vijay Bhaskar, on behalf of Bhaskar School of English Language and Conversation, New Delhi, India, welcome all of you in my online live class number 14. If I'm not wrong, it is 14 number class. Kindly confirm it. It's a matter of chance. Every Saturday at 4 p.m., I conduct my class and teach you English language, grammar, and smiles, bad Indian habits, spellings, many things, whatever I have selected for you. I try to teach that on every Saturday at 4 p.m. It is a coincidence that today is Saturday. Time is same 4 p.m. But today is Teacher's Day. And if there had been no corona virus in the country, if this pandemic had not been existing, then we would have celebrated Teacher's Day in Bhaskar School of English Language and Conversation. What has been our practice? On the Teacher's Day, we give a chance to the students to come up the stage and stand as a teacher. And most of the students, they try to copy their teachers, they try to teach. And today is the Teacher's Day. I cannot repay my debt to my loving students, Varsha Rawat, Daljit Singh, Rinka Roy, Arshi Yadav, Paramjit Singh Chawla, Santosh Singh, and many more. Numberless students, not from India only, from other countries also, from all over the world, they have sent me the message. Happy Teacher's Day. You know, teachers are born out of the masses. Every teacher is a student, and gradually, with the passage of time, one becomes a teacher. Teacher's Day is celebrated in our country on 5th of September every year. Teacher's Day, you know, we celebrate in India on September 5, commemorating the birth of the second president of India, that is Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. A teacher is a friend. He is a guide of the students. A teacher is one who imparts knowledge, who does not teach only the books. He tries his best to give his best to the students. He is a living example of honesty, morality. For every problem, every student during his student life looks at the teacher. Teachers play a very important role in everybody's life. Teacher is a mobile messenger of honesty. Teachers are role models. And if I speak the truth, to be very honest, the teachers are the heroes of the students. In every teacher, if he's a good teacher, affectionate teacher, a loving teacher, a friendly teacher, a student tries to find his role model. I remember this incident, and it happens with every child. It happened with me also. My teacher said to me that Vijay Bhaskar, you should take 1 cup of milk every morning. I was in fourth or fifth standard. Before that, my mother used to tell me every day, if you take milk, you will become very healthy. You should take milk. I used to make faces. I said, no, mummy, I don't like this. Then my Pitaji used to stress me, beta doodh le lo. I said, I don't like. I don't know. Somehow the message reached to my teacher. Naturally, my mother and father, my mummy and Pitaji must have talked to my teacher. Next day, or after some days, I don't remember the exact day, my teacher said to me, Vijay Bhaskar, come here. I said, yes, ma'am. You're very slim. You want to be healthy? I said, yes. You want your bones to be strong? I said, yes. Okay. Promise you what I say you'll do? I said, yes, ma'am. And my teacher, in her own style, conveyed the message to me that from tomorrow you will take a cup of milk every day. And from the next day, I started taking milk. I said to my mother, Mummy, my teacher was saying I should take milk every day. That is the result of the teacher's advice to the student. A student always tries to follow the teachers. Teachers should not be blackmailers. If a teacher has the right knowledge, he should try to share with the students. Today I got many messages, as I told you. Athiram Nakutan, Satish Khanna, Rahul Verma, Shivangi Nagpal, Sonia Mathur, Sunita Bachchan, many students. And those students whom I had met 20 years before, whom I met 30 years before. They also sent me the messages today. And though Teachers' Day is today, but we celebrated the Teachers' Day yesterday also. Yesterday, when I was teaching the morning class, as all of you know, that we are conducting online classes of English language and conversation, during the class, one of my students said to me, "Sir, let us celebrate Teachers' Day today." He said, "Sir, today is 4th of September, and on 5th, that is tomorrow," he was talking yesterday to me in the class, "so we'll celebrate." So he delivered a speech. I must tell you, Gayatri Sharma, Simyanand, I must tell you that students are, the reactions of the students are the oxygen of life for a teacher. When I teach you human design, I'll teach you Manish Jagmola, then I'll teach you that appreciation acts as an oxygen cylinder, not oxygen cylinder. Appreciation should be there. A teacher should know that he is loved by the students. A teacher should know that the students value his time, the students value his knowledge. So when I was teaching, we teach in a very jovial atmosphere. And one of my students, Balwinder Singh Bhamra, he lives in Ireland. I will tell you a story one day. How I inspired him to learn English and how this English language helped him reach England, then Ireland. He has a big house in Ireland now. He's settled in Ireland now. And he helped his brother, not brother, but brothers and brothers' family to settle down there in Ireland. So this inspiration we get from one another. A teacher should be a source of inspiration for the students. I say to this extent that a teacher has no right to smoke, teacher has no right to drink, teacher has no right to eat meat. He should be a role model like Swami Vivekananda. Teacher has no right to marry also. But no, this I won't say because I'm married. I got married. Right? But teacher should be married to his knowledge, to his books. So, what is and what should be, this difference I'll teach you while conducting the class of human design. And one day, I will definitely conduct a class for 9 hours. If possible, in my live class for 9 hours, I'll teach you continuously. And I'll prove the worth of the class. Because I've been doing practically in the classroom of Bhaskar School of English Language and Conversation. So, dear friends, when I was teaching in my online class yesterday, one of my students spoke something that I will read out afterwards. Every student wrote to his best, expressing his good wishes to me on the Teacher's Day. But one message I would like to read out, not one message, two messages I'll read out. And one student wrote a poem also, that also I would like to share with you. So it is in the mobile. I may stop somewhere while reading out the message of the student, but I'll try my best to read out. Her name is Shivangi Natpal, and she wrote in her message, Happy Teacher's Day. Sir, you are one of the best teachers I have ever met. It is sad that teachers are our first advisor and guide who bring out the best from each and every student. But you proved that right. These are not my words. These are the words of the student whose name is Shivangi Nagpal. Further, she wrote, Sir, you have changed my life a lot. It is you, she's saying to me. It is you. I can see myself in the computer, on the computer screen. I'm watching myself. So I'm saying to you, Vijay Bhaskar, she wrote in the message, in my WhatsApp message, she wrote, It is you, because of whom I gained so much confidence to speak in English. Thank you, Shivangi, for such a great compliment. It is you who refined my language, my personality, by giving a beautiful vocabulary. Bhaskar sir, there is a specialty in you that you not only teach us about the words only, you make us remember those words in an incredible manner while doing conversation with the students. Thanks, Shivangi. She further writes, I am speaking because today is the day of the students. If the coronavirus had not been there, then we would have gathered in Bhaskar school and we would have celebrated. Then, my dear students, you would have been the in charge. You would have become the teachers. You would have acted as a teacher. She further writes, I admire you, sir. I am your admirer in the real sense of the word. You are, I'm just trying to find out in the mobile, you are a dead honest person. You are very calm. You are an unassuming personality. Moreover, you never need a book to teach us anything. Apart from grammar, English language and conversation, you teach us whatever comes across your mind. Most of the time, you teach us extempore. Sir, I feel delighted whenever I listen to you, either in my Zoom class, online live class, or on YouTube, or on your website video. It is such an honor, not only for me, but for all of us, that we got an opportunity in our life to get connected with such an amazing and exceptionally talented person. So, though it is about me, I should feel shy if the students had spoken personally from their mouth in their own language. Sorry, language is students' language, but from your own mouth, it would have looked better. But I'm compelled to speak like this because today is my class with you, as usual, at 4 p.m. on YouTube Live, and today is the Teacher's Day. It becomes my duty to express whatever the students have written to me. She further writes, Sir, you never make us feel that we are your students. You are so friendly with us that even an introvert person like me opens up and becomes an extrovert. You teach us not only English, but very beautiful lessons of life. You encourage us to pursue our goals. You are like an open book, no secrets, no hidden agendas at all. You have got a great mind, Shivangi. You are a gem of our nation. There is no end of describing you in words. You are indispensable for all of us. I'll teach you one lesson that nobody is indispensable in this world. The world will go on, whether we remain in this world or not. But Shivangi, whatever you have expressed, I will always remain indebted to you. She further writes, Sir, I am proud to be your student. Once again, a happy Teacher's Day. May you live long. I am blessed to have a teacher like you. Thank you, Shivangi. I am also proud to feel that you are my student. I am proud to have students like Amit Verma, Shivali Rani, Satish Khanna, Vikram Manchanda, Paramjit Singh Chawla, Balwinder Singh Bhamra. I am really proud to have students like you, Navi Kambol. And second, I'll read out from the mobile. A student whose name is Vikram Manchanda. Really, I am blessed to have students like you. Let me find out where is Vikram's message. Right? I'm just trying to find out the message of a student. I'm just trying to. So, Vikram, if I don't find, then I will not be able to read out your message. Right. I got it. So, he writes that the title of his speech is My Favorite Teacher, and on the occasion of Teacher's Day, Vikram Manchanda is writing. This speech he read out yesterday in the class. He says, First of all, I want to say you Why Teachers' Day is celebrated on 5th of September every year. He writes that on this day, 5th of September 1888, Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, the first Vice President and the second President of India, was born. Teachers' Day is celebrated on his birth anniversary. At the very outset of my speech, I would like to say that a teacher is one who teaches us the meaning of life. He is giving the definition of a teacher. What he wants to convey, we will come to know. A good teacher makes a good student. Teachers are the most responsible and important members of the society because their professional efforts affect the faith of the earth. Wonderful sentence is written. I would like to elaborate. Wherever a teacher goes, the message of honesty goes. As I told you, that is a mobile messenger of character and honesty. So you have to understand Kiran Sharma. Vikram Manchanda further writes, at the outset of my speech, I would like to say that a teacher is the one who teaches us the meaning of life. He is speaking. And he further writes that teachers are the most responsible and important members of society. Really, I'm repeating that word. They affect the fate of the earth, this planet. Wonderful. As we know, that as education is the most powerful weapon, not tanks, not bullets, not bombs. The weapon of education is more powerful than those things that I mentioned now. He writes, which you can use to change the world. The weapon of education is used if in a proper way, you can change the direction of the world. Now, he says, education is a manifestation of our potential, and good teachers know how to bring out the best in students. Wonderful, Vikram. Now, I'm going to the next page. It takes time. So, I'm just trying to find out. Yeah, just see the language of the student. I was really impressed when I read this. I was impressed when I yesterday heard his speech. I was very much overwhelmed when I heard his speech. One book, he writes further. One book, one pen, one child, and last but not the least, one teacher can change the world. Vikram Manchanda is writing. The best teacher teaches from the heart, not from the book. Happy Teacher's Day. He further writes, a teacher nourishes the soul of a child for a lifetime. A teacher presents the past, reveals the present, and creates the future. The best teacher doesn't give you the answer. He sparks within you. Great. He sparks within you the desire to find the answer. Wonderful, Vikram. All the qualities I spoke about. No, the next paragraph I think is very dangerous. He's saying all the qualities I spoke about exist in my favorite teacher, and that is none other than but only and only Mr. Vijay Bhaskar. Thank you, Vikram. You have mentioned my name. I am thankful to Almighty God that I've got students like you. Really wonderful teachers I have. Wonderful, sorry, not teachers I had in my student life. Wonderful students I have. I've got students like Vikram Manchanda, Satish Khanna, Simya Anand, and his daughter Maisha Anand, Sonia Mathur. Really, I am proud to have students like you, Rohit Kumar. So he further writes, Vikram Manchanda writes, Sir, you deserve recognition for all the sacrifices that you make. You are more than a teacher to me, and I convey my thanks to you. Thank you very much, sir. I accept your thanks. And he says, Today I celebrate you for being selfless, devoted, hardworking, and the wisest person in the class. Wonderful. Thank God. You didn't say that wisest person in the world or the wisest person in your own country. Wonderful. It's a very big compliment. When you say to someone that you are the wisest in the class, it does not mean that among 20 people, among 40 students, or among 80 students, he is the wisest. Means every group is a class for a teacher. And wherever you go, sir, you are the wisest person. It's a very big compliment. And really, I feel shy to accept it. Anyway, I will accept it. Then he says, I am grateful to be your student. Admiration, devotion, education, inspiration, and compassion are what you have. Having a teacher is a blessing. Wonderful. He writes that having a teacher like you is a blessing from above. Thank you for changing my world. Thank you for loving me like my parents and for being a fantastic mentor. And I would like to tell my students that without a mentor, you cannot proceed further in your life. Everybody needs a mentor. He writes further, you not only teach me English language and conversation, but also make me remember, make me learn new and difficult words in such a manner that I will never forget in my life. I will never forget in my entire life. Just see, in my life, in my entire life, the word entire life changes its meaning and it gives a heavy weight to the sentence, to the word. Thank you, Vikram. Your way of teaching is fabulous. No, sorry, I spoke the wrong word. Your way of teaching is fabulous, mind blowing, and incredible. I am deeply thankful that you are my teacher. I also feel honored to have students like you, Vikram, and all of you have played a very important role. Sonia Mathur, Simi Anand, Kiran Sharma, you people have played a very important role in my life too. that I started my online classes with you, online live classes, and that have been a great success. Really, I could never expect that I'll be giving so much good result to my students when I start teaching them online live classes, because I had the experience of teaching in the practical classes, in the physical classes. But online live classes was a great success. And I promise you, whenever Bhaskar School opens, with the permission of the Government of India, we will continue our online classes too. He said that you never lambast any of your students, no matter how weak he may be, no matter how much he may criticize you, no matter how much indisciplined the student may be, but you are never angry with him. That is God's gift to me. I'm never angry with the people, not with my students. In my personal life too, I'm never angry with anyone. That's the reality of my life. I never snub anyone. I always smile. Even if somebody abuses me, I start feeling pity for him. And you also remember that whenever somebody abuses you or criticizes you, you take it for granted that he's in tension, he's in a problem. Leave that man to his fate. But one day, whenever he meets you, you can ask him his problem if you are able to solve his problem. This is the reality of life. Abuse to abuse is not the solution. Smile to abuse is the solution. So Vikram Manchanda wrote further, on account of this, Sir Bhaskar sir, I adore you. You are the reservoir of knowledge, not only of English language, but also of human design and bad Indian habits. The bad Indian habits, I am grateful to the people of my country. If you people don't have the bad habits, how will I teach you that lesson, bad Indian habits? So you create something bad in you, I will teach you. But there are many good things also in my countrymen. More than bad Indian habits, more than bad, we find good in our countrymen, and that I would like to teach you. You always inspired me as and when needed. I convey my thanks to you for inspiring hope. Kya baat hai? I convey my thanks to you for inspiring hope in me, igniting my imagination, and instilling in me a love of learning. That is a fact, and that I try to do with everyone. I was very excited, enthusiastic, eager, keen to learn English language. This is what he writes for a long time, but I could not see a way to learn. But after meeting you and taking admission in Bhaskar School of English Language, I started to see a way to learn English. Earlier, I was in contact with you, and now I'm connected with you. Wonderful. In one of the classes, in one of the live classes on YouTube, I taught you the difference between contact and connect. Even if the parents do not have connectivity with the children, the life of the parents and children will be hell. They will never be at peace. Wonderful. He writes further that because of lockdown, he was able to study from me in my online classes, and from there he started his journey of English language. He writes further, the last few lines he's writing: May God give everyone a teacher like you, because being a teacher, you always do your duty wholeheartedly. I always want to be associated with you. Thank you, Vikram. It is vice versa. Same here. So, do I feel about you and about all other students? I also want to be associated with you people. And further, he writes, I will always be thankful to you for all the hard work and efforts you put in me for educating me. Happy Teachers' Day, sir. Stay well and do very good and take care of your health. In the end, I'll give my words a break by saying that तुम जियो हजारों साल और साल के दिन हो 50,000. 50,000 कम है, 60,000 बोलो. अच्छा, ना आपकी ना मेरी 55,000 कर देते हैं, ठीक है. थैंक यू विक्रम. I have no words to express my gratitude to all of you, those who wrote to me and those who did not know me, those who do not know me. There are many new names I am finding on the screen, right? So, Harjeet Gill is also there. He's asking me how to contact. To kindly, my students, write down my number. It is not my number, it is Bhaskar school number. There are two numbers. Write down 99904222345. I can also write down. Yeah. Kanika Khanna, please help me in writing the number. Number is 99904222345. So, Mr. Gill, you can contact me, my people, my office people, and I will also be in touch with you through this phone number 99904222345. In case you don't find this number, you can try the second number 9891464748. Kindly please write down the number, write the number on the screen, right? So Shivangi Nagpal wrote, earlier I was in contact with you, sir, but I'm glad that I got connected with you through online classes. Yes, Shivangi, we are connected heart to heart. So, yeah, thank you very much, Simi Anand, for writing the number. Write another number 9891 46 47 48. So, I would like to thank you, Simi, for writing the number 9891 46 47 48. Yeah. So, those who are new in my lecture, they know very well that I teach through Hindi medium as well as English medium. And from the next session on every Saturday, I would like to teach you in my class, whatever lessons I teach you, I'll be bilingual. I'll teach in Hindi medium as well as in English medium, so that you may have the practice to speak, you may have the practice to translate whatever I teach from Hindi to English. So, I cannot express my thanks to all of you, those who are listening to me, those who are sitting in my online class, those who are sitting in my live class of YouTube. I cannot express my thanks. Thanks is a very small word, but this is the only word through which we can express our gratitude to one another. I would like to, before I end up the class, I would like to recite that poem which one of my students, Dr. Satish Khanna, He's a doctor by profession. He wrote a poem. He wrote in Hindi. And he's a poet, a wonderful poet. Just it will take 2 minutes to recite that poem. I don't know whether I'll be able to recite in the same manner the way he recited in the class. Yesterday he recited the poem in the class, in the online class. Why start that poem? He writes, these are his words, not my words. He writes, शब्द मुझे मिलते ही नहीं, शब्द मुझे मिलते ही नहीं, कलम मेरी चलती ही नहीं. I don't find words. I am not able to write with the pen because words fall short. शब्द मुझे मिलते ही नहीं, कलम मेरी चलती ही नहीं, गुरु की महिमा का कैसे करूं बखान. गुरु में ही देखे माता पिता, गुरु में ही देखे भगवान, गुरु की महिमा का कैसे करूं बखान. These are the feelings of my student who is a doctor by profession. माता पिता ने जन्म दिया, पाल पोस कर बड़ा किया, गुरु ने ही देकर ज्ञान अपने पैरों पर मुझको खड़ा किया. Wonderful. Satish, that shows your own character also. That how good a person, how good a human being you are. I know you as an honest doctor. He has been a dental surgeon and he has been very honest doctor in his life. भास्कर स्कूल से शिक्षा पाकर जीवन में आगे बढ़ने की राह सीख कर मैं भाग्य अपने पर इठलाता हूँ, गुरु के आगे अपना शीश झुकाता हूँ. सत्य पथ पर चलने की राह दिखाकर, अच्छे बुरे की पहचान कराकर, भास्कर स्कूल ने ही तो बनाया मुझे एक अच्छा इंसान. You are already good. And Balwinder Singh Bhamra from Ireland is giving a compliment to the poem. She is saying that beautiful poem. And Balwinder, Satish Khanna is really a very good human being. I know him personally. And he is giving credit to Bhaskar School. But for all practical purposes, he himself has been a very great human being. भास्कर स्कूल को करता हूं मैं शत शत प्रणाम. तो भास्कर स्कूल ने ही तो बनाया मुझे एक अच्छा इंसान. भास्कर स्कूल को करता हूं मैं शत शत प्रणाम, गुरु की महिमा का मैं कैसे करूं बखान. गुरु में ही देखे माता पिता, गुरु में ही देखे भगवान, गुरु में ही देखे भगवान. So my dear students, that is the end of the class today. It was by chance, it was a coincidence that today is a teacher's day and today is Saturday, and as per my program at 4 p.m. I was supposed to conduct your class. I was supposed to teach you English language and conversation, but Seema Gupta, I had to express my gratitude, Santosh Singh, to my students. So it would have been really, it would have been an injustice, an act of injustice to my students if I had not read out their messages to you. Now these messages will be read by the people at large in India and abroad, because this program is automatically recorded on YouTube and many people will watch every day these messages of my students. As you are indebted to me for my giving you knowledge of English language and conversation, human design and other things, whatever I teach in the class, the same way I am indebted to you also for receiving that knowledge in a positive way. And not only for receiving, for keeping that knowledge in your mind, subconscious mind, intact. I was not only shocked, I was happily shocked to see that Vikram Manchanda and Shivangi Nagpal had used the same vocabulary in their messages to me, whatever I have been teaching for the last many days in the classes, in the online live classes. It means you not only remember the words, you not only remember the grammar lessons that I teach you, rather, you have made it a part of your life. You have started living those words, not living those words. And if you remember those words, you will start living the same life. And every day, everywhere, we find a teacher, and every human being is a teacher in one way or the other. When you teach your child, when you teach your younger sister or brother, at that time you are a teacher. Every mother is a real first teacher to his daughter, to her son or daughter, both. Every mother is a real teacher. Every father is a real teacher. Whatever a child sees, he tries to copy his mother or father. Mother and father, they are the real teachers. And the first teacher for every child is mother. One mother is there, one mother is Mother Earth, and we should take care of Mother Earth and we should try to save Mother Earth with our actions. We should plant at least one tree in our life. So, dear friends, who are not my students, to them I give a message. And to those who are my students, I give a message today that be a good student till death and be a good teacher till death. As a student, you receive, and as a teacher, you give to the people to take and give. Give and take. So, this give and take is a process of nature that becomes the process of life. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Once again, a happy Teachers' Day to all of you. Because in one way or the other, all of you are the teachers. Good day. Namaste. Namaskar. याद रखिएगा, वी आर कंडक्टिंग ऑनलाइन क्लासेस. हम ऑनलाइन क्लासेस ले रहे हैं भास्कर स्कूल की. मैसेज स्प्रेड कीजिए. अंग्रेजी के अच्छे वक्ता क्रिएट करने के बहाने हम लोग अच्छे नागरिक तैयार करते हैं, नॉलेजेबल स्टूडेंट्स तैयार करते हैं और उनको अंग्रेजी का अच्छा वक्ता बनाते हैं. राइट. आई लव यू ऑल. I love you very much. May God bless you. May you live long. Once again, a happy Teachers' Day.